YouTubers. How are you today? It's April 29th, 2012. Sunny morning. Well, afternoon actually. It's noon. Got the Massey right behind me right here. Now, I haven't made any videos lately, but I got a reason why. Here, hang on just one sec. I'll give you the reasons. Okay, I'm back. Now, here are the reasons why I haven't been making any videos lately. First reason, I haven't really been doing anything that much interesting around here. Not interesting enough to make a video of. I've done a couple things with this tractor, but not enough to videotape. I've pretty much worked on each tractor except the Farmo Cub, which is right over there. And I worked on the F350. And I did a little bit with the CJ2A, but not much. So anyway, it's 59 degrees out today. Why don't I fire this thing up? It hasn't been fired up for quite a while now. Now, got the hand crank in this thing. I think I mentioned that in one of my other videos. Now, one of the subscriptions I did was Vidman008. Great guy. Now, he posted a comment on the video I made about me hand starting this thing. I used two hands when starting this thing. Well, Vidman008, I'm not left-handed. I only did that for mainly one reason. This thing loves to backfire all the time, and there's a chance I could break my arm on this thing. Well, anyway, I'm going to fire this thing up using the hand crank, and now I'm going to do it the proper way. I'm going to hand start this thing the proper way you should hand start a tractor. So anyway, let's do it. Alright, let's fire this thing up the proper way. It might take a couple tries, but I don't know. Still runs good. Charging good. Got oil pressure. Now let me tell you the things I did to this tractor. Well, one thing I did, I built the hand crank, as you can see. Built it out of, I think, 3/4 or 1/2 inch steel. It's pretty cool. That part is not perfect, as you can see, but it works. And I pretty much built this thing all by myself. But the only thing I needed help with was heating this up with my acetylene torch and bending it. That was the only thing that I needed help with. Other than that, I did everything else myself. Another thing I built, I don't know how good you can see it. Wait for that to change. As you can see, I built a bracket for the hand crank. You can see it adds to the support to that bracket. So, let me show you. Let me put the hand crank in. See, now, with it sitting like that, now the hand crank can't come up and hit the radiator. That happened to me before. The hand crank hit the radiator, nearly poked a hole in it, and I nearly trashed it. See a better angle of that. I welded 3 pieces of angle iron. Did that all by myself. Anyway, that's one thing that I did. Alright, let me show you something different. I think you've seen this before, but I got headlights. Would you look at that? They work very good too. Considering that's an 87 amp output alternator, and I don't really know what the amp rating for these are, but they're very bright. Especially the searchlight in the back. This is a 100,000 candle searchlight, and man, that thing is bright. One time at the dead of night, I tested this light. I was back here at the shed, and I beamed that light all the way to the barn, way over yonder. It was pitch black outside. I had the engine running, alternator excited, the headlight turned on, and I saw that barn perfectly. Now that's one bright light, and I'm glad I did that. Now I can drive at nighttime. And that's pretty much all that I've done with this tractor so far. Pretty soon, I have a friend of mine who has a tractor junkyard, and I'm gonna buy a transmission off of him. Because as you can see this, I think you've seen it before in one of my update videos, that the casing is cracked. And as you can see, it's been welded. That's probably the 3rd time that's been welded. Or maybe more. So I'm going to buy a new transaxle for this thing. The guy who said he would sell these says he'll give me one for $300. And I might trade this one. But I'll see what I can do about that. Anyway, time to move on. Time to talk about the next tractor.